I guess, before the match? You weren't guessing it would be so quick or so smooth against Andy?
Well, I'm prepared for the battle, and that was kind of a mindset that I had prior to the match against Andy today. I know that we have a similar styles of the game, and it's very physical whenever we play against each other. Even though it's a straight set victory, I still had to earn it. I thought that he hasn't played close to his highest level. Made a lot of unforced errors, especially from the forehand side. Low percentage of first serves in, and it allowed me to obviously step in and be aggressive. I thought I played solid with the right intensity from the beginning. Good first serve percentage, and got some free points there in the important moments. And just overall, it was a good performance.
Novak, Andy hasn't beaten you since the Wimbledon final in 2013. When you go in to play him now, do you just feel totally confident?
Well, obviously, if you win a certain amount of matches in a row against one of the top rivals, it does give you a little bit of a mental advantage coming into any match. But I don't think that plays a hugely important or crucial role in the matches. It just does depend on which surface do we play, how do we feel, and but you know, knowing that I have won probably 6 previous occasions does give me a bit of confidence coming into the match. Yes.
Do you see the diminished play from his end since he came back from the injury early last year? Since then, he's basically 0-11 against you, Rafa, and Roger.
Well, I think that's a question for him. How does he feel after an injury? And I thought he played well in Australian Open. It was a close match that we had in the finals. Yes, before an injury, he won 2 Grand Slams, US Open, Wimbledon, and Olympic gold medals. So that was probably the best 15 months of his career that he had. I don't know to what extent is that surgery, obviously limiting his movements, maybe the body, and as the tournament goes on, is he physically getting more exhausted or not? That's something that I don't know. But he didn't look unfit in Australia, where he needed to be well. He played all the way through very well, and as I said, a close match in the finals. But Andy is a top quality player, and he's been consistent, and he's a multiple Grand Slam winner, and he has shown why he deserves to be at the top. So he's always difficult to play against in any surface.
A couple days ago, Novak, Roger had said that every great player has their sort of phase during this era, and right now it's yours. You're pretty much the favorite going into every tournament. Defending your championship here, just how comfortable are you with how you're playing and where your level is right now personally?
The last 2 matches have went really well. Against John was, I thought, a very good win, considering the fact that he is one of the best servers around, and he loves playing in this tournament. And then I had a withdrawal from Tomic. I haven't played, and I think this was considering that this was probably the first match that I've played in the day in the entire year, because I've played Doha, Dubai, and Australian Open. 90% of matches I played during the night. I thought I handled the conditions well. It wasn't easy, but I needed some time to adjust, and that the fact that I'm in another finals makes me definitely feel very good, very confident. I had a phenomenal start of the season, and hopefully I can, do my best tomorrow and maybe get another trophy.
I haven't seen you in full press since the win Odessa was banned a few days ago. I know you two had practiced together, I think, before Miami final last week. Just wondering what your thoughts were on that day.
Yes, we did. Well, I was so surprised that this happened, and I don't know him too well. From the several occasions that we practiced with each other and we talked on the tour, he seemed like a nice guy. It's a very sensitive subject for me to talk about it. Obviously, there is no room in the tennis for people who are trying to cheat, who are trying to use forbidden substances and so forth. So he already was banned one time before. And to come back and do it again, it's really, I think, immature mistake from his side or his team or whoever made that move. You know, if that's true, I don't know. I cannot judge him if maybe he has an appeal or not. But again, it's just, of course, I will stand always on the side of, you know, protecting the integrity of the sport and hoping that we're gonna have a clean and fair, you know, colleagues that. And the system that will check everybody equally, and so you know, I think tennis in terms of doping is one of the best sports around. You know, there are not many scandals, so that's something that is definitely sending a good message out there.
I've never been clear, Novak. Do you like all this night tennis, or is it disruptive to rhythm, or?
It's just a completely different. Ball bounce and visual effect and the speed of the ball that travels through the air. You know, you gotta string your rackets differently. It's just the different conditions. And from a player's perspective, I'm sure that people understand, whoever played in this high level understands what the difference is. So that's why I was coming into today's match a bit, you know, concerned. Will I play well and from the beginning? And that's, you know, the kind of a mindset that I had was to come out with the right intensity and concentration, and from the beginning try to you know, try to be aggressive and do what I need to do, and I thought I handled it well.
Novak, the last person repeated as a champion here was Roger back in 2006, and if you win tomorrow, you'll match him for the most titles here at 80 Wells. Do those kind of numbers and landmarks mean anything to you in these tournaments? And also, can you talk about playing either Roger or?
Well, of course, it means a lot to me or to any other player to, you know, to make a history on every tournament, or just to be remembered as somebody that made a history in any kind of way. So that's a motivation more, I can say. It doesn't play a decisive role on how I'm going to approach the match, but it does motivate me. It does give me, you know, this positive, I would say, wind in the back that I can maybe use and you know, manifest on the court. Considering the match tomorrow, well, I think Roger is a favorite against Milos, and if I get to play Roger, it's the ultimate final that right now I can have. It's probably the player that is in the best form. You know, in the last 12 months, he's been playing some of his best tennis, I thought, especially after, for his standards, a pretty average season in 2013. He came back and played the finals in Wimbledon, played some great tournaments, won titles, and we had a fight for #1 spot all the way up to the last couple of matches in London. And he started off the year well again, except that third round loss in Australian Open. He won 2 titles, and you know, he's playing great. There's no question about it, and we all know that Roger, with all his records, with all the experience that he has, he's not expected to play nothing less than his best in these stages of the tournament. So he's been proving that. He won so many titles. He loves the big occasions, and I'm sure he's going to come out wanting to win, being aggressive, and he moves great. I thought since he changed the racket, it helped him maybe with reaching some balls in the defense that he wasn't able to do maybe before that, and seems like he has more control on the backhand. Great serve as always, so he's a very complete player. There's no question about it. If I get to play Milos again, then You know, that's they call him Missile Milos. You know, with his serves. I've faced one similar server in this tournament, John Isner, and I know what to expect. I mean, he's highly relying on his serve, but he moves well for his size. Obviously, he's has a good footwork. He improved since he started working with Ljubicic and his forehand and all-round player, and now established top 10 player as well.
Reminisce also about last year's finals, Roger. I think some of us thought that was probably the best men's final in this stadium in 15 years.
Well, I appreciate that. Definitely, I'm pleased to be part of that final. It's you know, the one thing about Roger is that he always makes you play on your highest level if you want to win against him. So that's something that is always on the back of my mind. So this is something that makes me come out with the highest possible concentration and intensity and commitment. And if I want to win that match and win this title, I definitely need to be on top of my game.